I hope you all are doing well. So let's begin with chapter number 23 of English, and the name of the chapter is Essay Writing, right? So what all we know about essays, right? Essay कैसे लिखते हैं, क्या होता है, क्या करना है, that is all what we are going to do in this. So essays are basically that you have been given a topic. आपको एक टॉपिक दिया जाएगा और उस टॉपिक के बारे में आपको जितनी भी इंफॉर्मेशन है आपके पास, जो भी आप जानते हो उसके बारे में, that you are supposed to write in that essay, right? अब for knowing the further informations, let's read the chapter and know more. So, the word essay means an endeavor or attempt to write a composition of varying length on various subjects such as persons, places, animals, objects, scenes, accidents, incidents, etc. Right? कि ऐसे का मतलब होता है कि आप उस पर एक कॉम्पोजिशन लिखो जो कि बहुत ज्यादा लेंथी हो और अलग अलग हो, राइट? हर सब्जेक्ट पे ऐसे जो है वो अलग होता है. इवन इट कैन बी ऑन पर्सन्स, प्लेसेस, एनिमल्स, ऑब्जेक्ट्स, सीन्स, एक्सीडेंट्स और एनी काइंड ऑफ अ इंसिडेंट, राइट? We can prepare to write composition based on the following two aspects. कि हम composition लिखना ट्राई कर सकते हैं और कैसे, टू एस्पेक्ट्स के बेसिस पे, राइट? द वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग इज द लैंग्वेज. अब हमें अपनी लैंग्वेज कैसे ध्यान रखना है while we are writing the essay. So language is the medium through which we make ourselves. कि लैंग्वेज ही एक ऐसा जरिया है जिसके थ्रू लोग जो है वो हमें जानते हैं, हम अपनी पहचान दूसरों के आगे बना सकते हैं. We should follow the following points in order to render us standard position. कि हमें ये सभी पॉइंट्स फॉलो करने हैं in order to render a standard composition, ताकि हम एक अच्छी सी composition जो है उसको prepare कर सके. What are they? Use smooth, soft and simple language. कि हमें एक smooth, soft और simple language का use करना है अपने essay में. As far as possible, avoid lengthy sentences. जहाँ तक possible हो सके हमें lengthy sentences को avoid करना चाहिए, right? However, use of lengthy sentences is not disqualification as long as it is grammatically correct and can express one ideas perfectly. कि lengthy sentences को use करने में कोई problem नहीं है जब तक कि उसमें कोई grammatical error ना हो या फिर आप यानी कि राइटर के जो व्यूज हैं, जो थॉट्स हैं, वो ढंग से एक्सप्लेन उसमें ना हो रहे हो, राइट? Choose words that correctly explain the subject of the usage of different words of the same meaning. For example, fall, spill, drop, leak, etc. Right? कि हमें अपने जो वर्ड्स हैं वो बहुत ही ज्यादा ऐसे लेने चाहिए जो कि सब्जेक्ट के साथ यूजेज में अलग ना लगे, राइट? जैसे कि फॉल, स्पिल, ड्रॉप, लीक एटसेट्रा. अवॉइड स्पेलिंग एरर्स. हमें स्पेलिंग्स जो है उन्हें गलत नहीं लिखना चाहिए. अवॉइड रिपीटेशंस ऑफ द फैक्ट अगेन एंड ओवर अगेन. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, whenever we are lacking with the information, what we do, we used to repeat the same information again and again, but that is a very bad thing. हमें वो repeat बार बार नहीं करनी चाहिए, right? Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October and therefore we celebrate his birthday on this day every year, right? We can express the same idea using different constructions. Therefore, we should use those sentences, constructs in usage of which one is apt and at ease. तो इसी सेंटेंस को हम लोग एक अलग तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं, राइट? बट हमें वो तरीका चूज करना चाहिए जिसमें हम कंफर्टेबल है, जिसमें हमें लगता है कि अगर हम इस भाषा में अपने सेंटेंस को लिखेंगे तो शायद ही उसमें कोई ग्रामेटिकल एरर होगा या फिर कोई स्पेलिंग एरर होगा, राइट? तो हमें अपनी कंफर्टेबिलिटी के अकॉर्डिंग अपने सेंटेंसेस को, अपनी लैंग्वेज को चूज करना चाहिए. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, though he is poor, yet he is honest. Poor, as he is honest. The poor, all the same, he is honest. Right? After that, next is facts. Now, what are the facts? If language is the packing in which one presents one ideas to the reader, it is facts which are essential to the subject. One should observe the following points. अब facts क्या है? Actually, अगर language हमारे thoughts को, हमारे ideas को reader तक पहुंचाता है, right? तो ये facts जो हैं, ये भी essential हैं subject के लिए. Why? If we are talking about the moon, तो मून का जो सब्जेक्ट है, मून के जो मेन फीचर्स हैं, अगर हम वही नहीं लिखेंगे तो आर essay would feel incomplete and something missing, right? So इसीलिए हमें उस सब्जेक्ट के बारे में, उस ऑब्जेक्ट के बारे में जितने भी फैक्ट्स हैं उन सबको अच्छे से कवर करना चाहिए, right? Write what is relevant to the subject. Divide the points of facts into paragraphs such as uses, merits, demerits, lifespan, effects, etc. as may be relevant to the topic. तो हमें इन पॉइंट्स को फैक्ट्स में, पैराग्राफ्स में, यूजेस में, मेरिट्स में, डीमेरिट्स में, लाइफ स्पैन, इफेक्ट्स, इन सभी में डिवाइड करना चाहिए, राइट? हम सभी को एक रेलेवेंट टॉपिक चूज करना चाहिए और उसके साथ ही इन सभी पैराग्राफ्स को अलग अलग लिखना चाहिए so that we can make a difference, right? After that, introduce and conclude the topic in an emphatic manner. अब हमें टॉपिक को इंट्रोड्यूस और कंक्लूड यानी कि उसकी जो बिगिनिंग है और जो एंडिंग है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छे तरीके से करनी चाहिए, राइट? अगर हमारे ऐसे की राइटिंग ही बिगिनिंग ही अच्छी नहीं होगी तो नो वन इज गोइंग टू टेक इंटरेस्ट एंड लोग उसे बीच में ही छोड़कर चले जाएंगे, राइट? We have to take care about the beginning of our essay as well as the ending of our essay, right? So now here we have an example of a fairy. Now let's have a look on the essay of a fair. So in older times, fairs were held to enable people of the locality and nearby areas to buy things which they otherwise would not get in the local markets. But with the progress of means of fast communication, this objective has been replaced with amusement. Some fairs are famous for a specific purpose. Last year, I had the opportunity of visiting one such fair, the Nauchandi Fair at Meerut. It is held in a large ground and is yearly affair. I visited it with 2 friends. The whole ground was carved into several bazaars, each bazaar serving to the specific needs. Of course, the children toys pervaded all the bazaars. The vast space was decorated in bright, gay and magnificent colors, and all this looked like a fairyland. Men and women in their best colorful clothes moved around from corner to corner, admiring the beauty of stalls, shops displaying their wares for show or for sale. These wares included clothes, kitchen accessories, artificial jewelry, home appliances, toys, sports, goods, and eatables. Some companies too had to set up stalls to advertise their products. What attracted us most was the children's corner where a circus and a amusement park was set up. It had a polo circus and several amusements, railway trains, motorcycles, and other things. All people, both young and grown up, were enjoying themselves. We too had our share of enjoyment. One corner of the ground has marked as restaurant area where several eatables were being sold. like dosas. We enjoyed chana bhatura and lassi. I returned home after enjoying a most delightful evening and with sweet memories of the fair. Right? तो आपने देखा कि हमने ऐसे को यहाँ पर कितने अच्छे से फ्रेम किया हुआ है. We have used a simple language. We have explained our emotions, our feelings, and everything else. Right? So this is how you can also write a perfect essay. Moving ahead. We have some more examples. Just like this essay is an example of a personality which says Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. We all know him, right? Let's have a look on this essay also. So Vallabhbhai Patel is known as the Sardar Patel and best owed with the honor of Iron Man of India. With a fearless and dedicated freedom, a fighter and was equally concerned with social service. Sardar Patel was born at Nadiad in Gujarat in October 31, 1875. His father, Jhaver Bhai Patel, is believed to have fought in the army of Rani Jhansi in the 1857 First War of Independence. Vallabhbhai completed his matriculation in 1897 and did a law course to become a lawyer. He left for England for higher studies in 1910. There, he became a barrister in just 2 years instead of 3. He came back and began his legal practice in Ahmedabad. In 1917, he started taking interest in social service and was elected as a municipal councillor. He aided Gandhiji in his Gujarat campaigns. He came to be associated with the peasant struggle. He encouraged farmers to fight in a non-violent manner and succeeded in forcing the government to yield to farmers' demands. He became a real Sardar and he led the Bardoli Satyagraha. After that, he took active participation in the boycott of Simon Commission and helped Gandhiji launch the Salt Satyagraha. He was the first national leader to be arrested in 1930. He became the president of the Indian National Congress in 1931. He also took part in the civil disobedience movement and the Quit India movement. He was jailed several times. After independence, he became the first Deputy Prime Minister of India and integrated 562 states into the Indian Union in just 365 days. This is the feat that every Indian is and will ever remain proud of. He rose from a humble position to a position cherished by many but attained by few. He firmly believed in doing things at opportune moment and hated the idea of postponing things. This great soul breathed his last in 1950. May God bless his soul. Right? So as you saw कि हमने सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल की पूरी लाइफस्टाइल यहाँ पर लिखी हुई है. Right? We have used very common words, very gracefully we have designed the essay as well as the lifestyle of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So as you can see कि यहाँ पर बहुत सारे examples हैं, जैसे कि यहाँ पर पोस्ट ऑफिस का एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है, राइट? नेक्स्ट हमें यहाँ पर एक 100 रुपी नोट का एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है. नेक्स्ट हमें यहाँ पर सेल्फ कंट्रोल पे एक ऐसे दिया हुआ है. यस, एंड आफ्टर दैट एज यू कैन सी कि यहाँ पर हमें कुछ एक्सरसाइज भी दी हुई हैं जिसमें उन्होंने अलग टॉपिक्स दिए हुए हैं टू राइट दी एसेज. दैट्स द सीक्रेट ऑफ द सक्सेस, वायलेंस इन फिल्म्स, राइट? So you all can practice these things by your skills and by your practice, right? So that was all about the chapter. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something from this. So thank you so much and have a great day ahead.